Very casual Mr. Justin here with Secret Weapon Miniatures and the first of two Fallout 76 community events that we are putting on. So this morning I spent some time building a base near the Overseer's camp when you first come out of the vault so that I could very easily meet folks there, give folks armor, purified water, there's beds there so folks can get the well rested status and all of that. Without getting a disease from the ground. And then I logged out to do some other stuff, logged back in to take care of my armor needs, and of course my camp was gone. This is one of the things they're going to fix in the next patch, and I'm glad. They'll give you the option, if your camp does overlap with someone else's, instead of simply packing yours up for you, they'll give you the option to wait for another server. Can't wait for that. This is the 5th time my camp has disappeared. I have only been able to put it back as I had built it once, otherwise I've had to start over every time. So that might be the first thing that I do today is get the camp back up. Yeah, for the folks out there, well, my status is now online instead of hidden, and yeah, hopefully I'll see some folks out here in the wasteland. If not, I'm happy to talk about my impressions about the game. Big fan of the franchise. I am enjoying Fallout 76. I want to make that clear. I do, however, have a lot of criticisms. I am one of those that played Fallout 1. I've played them all, including Tactics. Yeah, familiar with the franchise to say the least. So definitely have some timeline issues with this one. Gameplay, graphics, at least on the console, the graphics don't match these beautiful loading screens. You can actually go and visit each of these locations, of course, and my favorite is the farm with the plane outside of it. It's Anchor Farm, and yeah, it's much nicer on the loading screen. But they'll be patching this for a long time. I really do think that comparing this to No Man's Sky is apt.
I'll be straight with you. I think we're past the point where I just want to use you
For a lot of
to further my
reasons.
own goals.
Both in terms of gameplay and in terms of development. I've been enjoying No Man's Sky since the early days of that. And every time that they've updated it, they've made such huge improvements that just keeps getting better. And where the heck am I? I have transported myself to the vault, and suddenly I'm at the Moonshiner's shack. Why not? Why not? 6 caps to fast travel to the Overseer's camp. So that's one of the things to understand early in the game. My destination down there. Caps are a lot more rare in Fallout 76 than they were in any of the previous Fallout games, and you're going to use them a lot differently. You'll want to save them primarily for moving your camp. Every time you move your camp, it costs you money. And fast travel. Those are the two biggest things. It's also worth saving up some caps for plans when you decide to start looking for plans. One of the ways to find them is the robot vendors you'll encounter. Generally have several sets of plans. Be selective when you're buying plans. Make sure it's something useful. Until you've gotten through all of those, there's not a lot of point in buying decorative items unless you're just super excited about it, I suppose. Something I learned only the other day, much to my surprise, is that yeah, in the right way. You won't get a warning if you're picking a lock belonging to another player. So I had gone out to one of the workshops, and I found a locked case there, a locked footlocker. Opened it up, and suddenly I was wanted. So that was my first experience being a wanted character. Yeah, I just sat there and waited for someone to come to kill me. Happened a second time in the same session from the same guy, too. In that case, it was a door elsewhere. Yeah, I didn't realize it was player housing, so I picked the lock on that, and I was wanted again. He'd actually, there was a chair on the roof, so I just sort of sat on the roof in the chair, waiting for him to come kill me again. And yeah, one of the big things with saving those caps for fast travel is that this is the fallout of walking. Oh my god. The map is gigantic. It is. Hey, speaking of wanted, what do we got? Ooh, 40 caps, level 68. I'm just going to leave them alone. Yeah, the map is gigantic. So I'm over here. Here's Vault 76 where we start. Here's the Overseer's Camp, which is really the first place you'll stop in the game. Now, right now, the missions I'm doing are... Is that the fort? No. No. Where is it? Mountains with the thing and the stuff and the stuff and the things. Oh, it's top of the world. See, I can't even find it. But over here somewhere. That Sylvian Sons logging camp right there, by the way, is a great place to get wood. There is one closer to home, though. Yeah, the Gilman Lumber Mill right here in the beginning of the game. You can see it's right there next to Vault 76. And yeah, it's an easy source of lumber in the beginning of the game when you need dozens of pieces instead of hundreds. When you're looking for hundreds, then you come over here to Sylvian Sons. And yeah, that's one where you can get more than 100, 150 every time you wander through. I'm still laughing that I still can't figure out where the heck my mission is. I've got it turned off right now. In fact, that's one of the things, I'm going to turn off all of my missions right now. That's what I have. Yeah, that one turned off. Just to reduce the clutter on the screen, I'm going to turn them all off. I do recommend going through regularly and turning off your quests. You can also turn off events. If you're in an event area, you can always click on the event and select Stop Tracking. Alright, let's go ahead and get that base set up again. So we come out of the vault, and here we are at the Overseer's Camp. If you're just starting, this will be your first stop. You'll pick up the metal bed plans. You can keep picking them up, but don't. I've got 3 in my box, and I have not yet found a way to sell plans or do anything else with them. Tired of walking. Let's put my base back right over here. Alright. There's the car. Rock. And I put my water thing there, so the camp must have gone right here. So in this case, because the game removed my camp, I don't actually have to pay to place it, which, yay. Even grumpier otherwise. Alright, and because I don't want to waste my fusion core, I'm going to get out of the power armor. So remember that when you get a power armor chassis, which is actually fairly easy to find, and if I do get anyone joining me today, I've actually got a couple of spare chassis. anyone can loot your power armor, so it's good to collect it, which is the triangle button here in the PS4. It also collects automatically. It'll return to your inventory. But boom. Now, of course, I'm over encumbered, but that's to be expected. 2 ways to get into your build mode. You can come over to your camp and select build. Oh, get out of it first. Haha. You can select build, or you can just hold down the touchpad. Same as it was in Fallout 4, of course. Alright, so let's see. Does it have my building? It has my building. Oh, and it's going to be another one of these where it says, yeah, sure, you can build it here. Nah, just kidding. Oh, hey, that time it actually worked. Alright. Water purifier. My heavy machine gun turrets. Right, I can't run because I over it. This section, the enemies tend to come from that direction. So I set up my health can. Make sure that I have the guns facing that way. I should finish that sentence. So here's another bug. You'll find often that your wires, when you're setting up electricity, bug out like this, but do note that they still work. The only reason to keep trying is purely aesthetic. And of course, I'm going to keep trying. I can't let this go. Yay! Totally worth it. More heavy machine guns. Ah. Set up over here? No. That's why there's one left. Alright. Generator for the water purifier over here so folks can come and get clean water. Let's see if this wire bugs out. Yay! Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Kind of fixed itself, so that's new. Alright. Let's see if my lights still work. Nope. I have to put up power here. Here. There. Hey, my wire didn't bug out. There's already a buggy wire here, though. That's fine. Okay, so that's new. If I try to move it and then cancel, it seems to correct itself. I will remember that. Oh, every time. Look at that. Another spotlight there. And, of course, my obligatory Mr. Peoples. Pebbles. Peoples. Lights inside. Nothing else is stored. I'm going to finish the roof because I can now. purely aesthetic reasons. Thought I would finally see if I can get wind chimes to go up. But this is another one where every time it gives me a green indicator, it says, no, it's intersecting with an existing object. And I'm like, yes, that'd be the roof. It's supposed to intersect with that. That's literally its job. Alright, well anyway. Make it register my stash since it's saying I didn't have much in the way of aluminum. Oh, what am I missing? Oh, hey, where's my little... Said I didn't have anything else stored, but that should not be true. Makes things especially obvious for folks. And I just have these lights again on the ground to draw attention to the building, in case folks are looking for it at night. Oh, one more thing to do, since I can do this now too. I had it last time, I couldn't add stairs there or finish the roof, so that's kind of fun. Yay. And the enclosure is pretty much entirely cosmetic. Oh, I need to eat. So that's one of the things that's definitely new in 76 is that the survival mechanic, the food and water mechanics from Fallout New Vegas are now, well, you can't turn it off. They're a major part of the game. I need to eat some delicious canned dog food. I have a great perk, which makes that 3 times better for me than normal. Alright, so other things I wish I'd known. So here's the helpful place, if anybody is coming. Things I wish I'd known. More things I wish I'd known. Get a lot of water. Yeah, perks. Perks are another one of those things that has definitely changed. As you level up, you put points into your special stats. So you get to level these up as you go. My understanding is they can go up to 20 instead of 10. I have not confirmed that. But you get perk cards. And you can swap these out. You can upgrade them. So if you have 2 of the same card, you can upgrade that to a level 2 card. You can also swap them out any time in the game. So for instance, Perception, I've got Concentrated Fire and Rifleman until I get the next Rifleman, and I can level that one up too. So I throw another point into Green Thumb. So your points, your stat, dictates how many perk points you can put in there. So you'll notice Perception now says 3 unused points. Put Concentrated Fire back up. But one of the things that's great about this is that while I'm playing the game, if I need to pick locks, I can just go in here and equip my 2 lockpick skills. There are 3 total cards with lockpick on them. Picklock, Expert Picklock, and of course Master Picklock. The maximum lock in the game is 3, so you equip all 3. Hey, ooh, there you go. If you've got all 3 equipped for a level 1 or 0 lock, it just expands the sweet spot for unlocking it. But that means I don't have to worry about having anything in pick lock when I'm just walking around, because it's not useful when I'm walking around and fighting. If you're going to play alone, I actually do recommend putting some points into Charisma early on to get the Lone Wanderer perk. As you level that up, you can see I get 20% less damage and 30% AP regen as long as I'm not in a team, which is pretty much always. Yeah. Some of these, like Gunsmith, don't just let you make better guns, but it also means that they break 30% slower. The wear on them is 30% slower. You will need to spend time constantly repairing your armors and your weapons. One of the things to remember too is that when you're crafting or when you're looking at, I'll look at armor specifically, since I had to do this to make armor for folks to share. When you're making a set of armor, like if I'm making a heavy leather chest piece, I can decide what level it's going to be at. You can see how the stats on this change, as well as the condition. So I can make a level 30 chest piece for me, and that's going to take more material, give me better results, but at the same time you can, make a level 1 to give away. But it's worth checking your armor periodically to make sure it's not too low a level. For instance, my chest piece is level 20 now, but I made all these level 1 boiled leather chest pieces for folks. Yeah, power armor chassis, you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't have a level, but the oh, interesting. Just gives me my power armor chassis. I don't have to worry about carrying the rest of the armor. Ah, how delightful. It's the actual armor components, the helmet, the torso, the arms and such, that have levels on them. For instance, my first set, I can show you here. There's the T45s. And you can see it's got a level 25 requirement on it. Current armor has a level 30 requirement on it. No surprise, since I literally just hit 30. Alright, I'm going to check the map, see if there's any new players around. Ooh, I can also remove my marker. So you'll see players on the map. It's the little dots here. And what I look for is folks in this area here, usually level 2. And I'll catch up to them and get them some armor. Weapons when I have them. In fact, I should check to see if I can make any pipe weapons right now. Nope. L3, pushing down the left stick, will toggle so that it only shows craftable items. What am I missing? Screws. I'm always missing screws. Oh my god. Screws. They will be increasing the size of the stash from 400 to 600. It's a modest start. They say it's to check to make sure it doesn't make the game unstable. Still one of the biggest disappointments for me is that limitation. Particularly now that Bethesda is coming out now and saying, well, gosh, that's going to be hard to change when we're worried about server stability. Yeah, my stash is full of nothing but junk. No screws, of course, but I have so much junk. And yeah, the fact that they didn't take that into account means that most of the players I know, including myself, complain about walking around over encumbered all the time. At some point, because I can't even put more junk into my box. So I've actually had to remind myself not to pick up junk when I'm out wandering. Unless it has screws! Oh! Never enough screws. Reading about the game early on, everything said that bobby pins were one of the most rare thing in the game. And I've got plenty of bobby pins, but man, no screws. All right. Well, if there aren't any new players hovering around, I'm going to do some stuff for me and check back. I actually need to upgrade my power armor, but I need to remember that I need to bring the mod with me. I'm still trying to find a pitchfork. I can't make one, and I really want to see a barbed flaming pitchfork because that just sounds beautiful to me, frankly. It's the sort of thing that I love about this game. I need some junk to paint my armor. I know I need oil. Mixed oil. Oh, I wish I remembered what I had to do, and I could look it up, but I don't want to do that. What's the fun in that? So at this point, I know that there is a power armor station at the airport here, Morgantown Airport. There's also a train station right here, so I can check out the vendor there, see what the new plans they have for today are, and sell some stuff. Yeah, if I'm not giving away the armor, I'll sell it to get caps. That is a good way to get rid of some of your excess junk. Figure out what you can make. Yeah, sell it to the vendor. Do bear in mind that vendors have a limited amount of cash. A very limited amount of cash. So yeah, it's going to cost me 11 caps just to get to the destination instead of having to walk there. Oh, and I'm over encumbered, so I can't fast travel. All right, I can fix that. So that's great. Before, I used to have the armor pieces in my chassis and in my inventory separately. And so it weighed each piece. Now when it brings my power armor chassis into my inventory, it brings all of the armor with it, and it only weighs 10 pounds. So that is polite. I did not know that. Level 9, level 55. Loading, loading, loading. Checking email for customer issues. There are no customer issues. Yay! My dog is on the ground next to me, having a dream. She was making noises like a chicken this morning. It was really fantastic fun. Alright. Wait, I'm at the train station. Did I transport myself to the train station instead of... Yes, I did. What a dope. Good news is they're right next to each other. There are usually scorched hanging around outside. Not what I need to worry about. Oh, apparently there's somebody I needed to worry about. Getting smacked on my way into the door. Alright. There's the robot vendor. Oh, sorry to wake you up, buddy. Oh, you've got a pitchfork. Give it to me. See, that's annoying too. I'll get somebody that attacks me with a pitchfork. And what do they have? A machete. I can get a machete out of their inventory. Thanks for nothing. So, responder vendor. They also have a limited amount of money to share between you and other players. They can only deal with one player at a time as well. Yeah. but these are the notes, so I'll check notes. See, I would love to have acoustic instruments. That would be great. You get, when you find the guitars and drums and such in the game, go ahead and play them. After a few seconds, you'll get a well-tuned bonus, which gives you an action point increase. Oh, you're right. Hang on, glitched. Out of line. I do recommend making sure that your the left analog control will switch between your last two weapons, having one ranged and one melee. Yeah, I'm still in danger. They're still coming. Come and get me. Oh gosh, there's two. Bugged and a wall. Oh, let's go into caution. So let's come around. Back of this guy. And trade from here. That way I'm a little more out of the way, because I was going to notes. So yeah, I wish I could afford the instruments. Flare gun, I was going to tables. I already have the tent. I also wish it let you know when you already have them. For instance, I already have the tent, I already have that. Yeah. So VATS is obviously not a pause anymore. It can't pause in an MMO. But I like how they handled it. It's just targeting assist. It's fun. The weapon I'm using now is the Black Diamond ski sword. So it's made of a ski and has a skate on it. So when you're trying to do your power armor, it's kind of a pain in the butt. You can still only upgrade at a power armor station. You actually have to walk into it, get out, in it, find a spot where to let you do it. And now you can say modify. And it goes through the whole rigmarole. Alright, so that blood cleanser. Right here. Oh, reduces chance for addiction from drugs. Well, I'll sell it because I don't think we can. Alright, Tricentennial Pain. Yay! I can actually do it. Mods armor, alright. That's going to get you the Atom points to spend in the shop. For the most part, entirely cosmetic. In fact, no, just entirely cosmetic. But early on, I had to spend, I think, 200 to get a cowboy hat, because of course I did. Alright. I can't repair any of this. Because I don't have screws. Alright, well. At least I got it painted. How does that look? Oh, look at that. That's so fancy. I love it. Alright, well. Back to check out new players. About it. Yay! Nope. Alright, I'm gonna do one of my missions. I need water. Oh, and that's going to be on the opposite end of the map. Another expensive trip. Alright, that's the Blackwater Mine. I am up there. Oh my gosh. How close do I want to get? Oh, that's a good spot. So this is the White Spring Resort and Golf Course. I have enemies nearby. Of course I do. Which is actually a great spot to set up your base and fast travel to when you want to make sure you can land safely. Thanks for the shotgun shells. The golf course has actually been maintained by a whole troop of robots, and yeah, it's in great shape, and the robots will provide you a good deal of security, particularly if you build near one of the entrances, or a gap in the fence if they have those. Well staffed with things like assaultrons, sentry bots. I want to go through. Oh well. All right, let's see if I can fast travel now. Still an enemy. Where are you, enemy? Here, enemy, enemy, enemy. I have a nice ski sword for you. Nice. Ooh, cool cues. Actually, what I need to do is head to a farm and find a freaking pitchfork so I can make my barbed flaming pitchfork, because that's just too good not to. There you are. Cook up some radroach meat. That's the best. Pardon me. Yay! So you can fast travel for free to your camp and to Vault 76. Well, that's it. If you've claimed a workshop, you can also fast travel to your workshop. Excuse me, I forgot about that. Oh, another thing I wish I'd known early on, and I really like, is that your vault suit is the only clothing that'll go under armor. Whatever armor you put on top of that obviously will be visible. But if you put an outfit on, only the outfit is visible. So if you decide you're gonna, wander around the wasteland in a swimsuit and a space helmet, which I did, thank you very much, then that's all that's gonna be visible. Your armor is not visible at that point. So yeah, see what I mean? This is the very lovely golf course. Protectrons protected me. But yeah, level 50 bots everywhere. It's great.
Welcome
And they're
to
fancy.
White Spring.
I can kind of collect these guys like I do the petite guys and America guys from Gundam. All right. I'm not going to be able to get through. That's kind of funny.
Welcome to Boomer's. Hello and welcome to Boomer's.
Yeah, I had been building my camp here at White Spring, in fact, so I didn't have to worry as much about turrets, defenses. Because your base will be periodically, or your camp will be periodically attacked. But it's such a popular place for building camps that every time I log in, I have to build. Squirrel. Gosh darn it. You use the left and right analogs to switch targets. You also use the right analog to use a stim pack. Stim packs are harder to come by. Ooh, what are you? You're new. A honey beast. I haven't seen the honey beasts yet. Wow. Get out of the way of the big shooter rockets, Justin. Sunglasses. All of the clothing you find around town weighs next to nothing, and it's a good thing you can sell to robot vendors to get caps. Right, I'm not looking for junk. I don't need any junk. I can't store junk. In the beginning of the game, it's so necessary. You're going to spend so much time collecting junk. It's kind of ridiculous. And then you will find yourself quite suddenly and unexpectedly with much too much junk.
Security incident detected. File record.
But again, if you can find a robot vendor with some caps, you can always use the workbenches there. Okay, so this is new. Speak with Pumpkin Jack at the Pumpkin House. I'm actually going to spend more money. This is a daily quest. And of course, it's way the hell over here. 34 caps. I'm not going to do that. Gosh darn it. Yeah, so it's a holiday quest. Danger from where? Danger from eating too many blackberries. What the heck are you doing? So I could find you. You were underground. Gun. There's also a train station nearby that I have not yet visited. Yeah. Make a point of getting that on my map. Before I do anything else. White Spring Station. So there'll always be a stash box for you here at each train station. They've also introduced vending machines. Come on, graphics, there you go. Wake up! Stop getting me. The crowns mean they're a mini boss. They'll usually have better gear, including treasure maps, which is a good thing. Get enough of them, and you'll be able to find a treasure cache. Yeah, but this very much reminds me of Borderlands, where you can spend caps to get ammo and such now. So this one has a Tinker's Workbench. Oh, look at that. This one really is fancy. Of course it is. It's widespread.
Serve.
And this guy has
Protect.
only 200 caps. So I'm going to sell some of that apparel I was going to give away today. And see, I'm just using junk to make it, but now, you know, 9
At
caps
your
apiece
service, sir.
doesn't hurt. Alright, check my inventory by weight. See if there's anything up towards the top I can get rid of. Yeah, I'll sell that because I'm not going to use it.
May I be of assistance?
The bobbleheads are a different thing now too. You can have multiple bobbleheads of the same type, and they are single-use items that'll give you the bonus for a couple of hours, and that's it. Radio. Plastic. Bowler hat. Heck yeah. Of course, I do have a decent stash in my stash of clothing. Because you have to. You gotta be fancy. Like, you know, Halloween skeleton. How do you get rid of that? See, there's the extra power armor chassis for anybody that needs one. I love this spacesuit helmet. And my swimsuit. And now I have a bowler hat. Yeah, before you leave the train stations, check the suitcases, because again, all of the clothes, if you're not going to keep it for yourself, are a good thing to sell to the vendor. Get some extra caps. And you always need caps. Never enough caps. There'd be a cooking station here. I want to cook up this mole rat before it goes bad. So your food, including your cooked food, goes bad now. Oh, hey, James. Yeah, good question. So, for those that don't know, yesterday I was testing the setup, and I found a locker with some armor in it. But it was seriously like 36 different pieces of armor. It was like four left and 4 right leather arms, 4 torsos, everything. It was like 4 of every kind of armor. It was kind of ridiculous. And yeah, I just broke all those down. One of the things to remember is that when you're picking up armor and weapons, even if it's not useful to you, pick it up and break it down, because it will also teach you new recipes. So the only way you're going to find new ways to mod armor and stuff yourself is by breaking it down first. Alright, check the terminal. Let's go do that. Why do I also have one of the... What is northeast? Oh, the pumpkin guy. Let's turn that off. Daily. There we go. Yeah, I was actually going to delete those videos, of course, because they were just tests. But because of that Foot Locker, I'm definitely keeping it up there. All right, that's the power station. I have not been to this mine. Interesting. All right. What's my inventory weight? 182. I think I can take off my power armor for now. Save my fusion core. Oh yeah, I love the paint. Awesome. Collect. Ah, over encumbered by how much? 12 pounds. All right, well, power armor myself up. Yeah, normally when I'm over encumbered, no matter what, I will actually spend my time at a train station making armor and selling it. Collect my caps, like I said. But that's kind of boring, both for me and I imagine especially for anyone watching. Oh, crap. The mole miners are crazy tough. Oh yeah, another way that this is like, what do you call it? No Man's Sky is now there's mining. That's me collecting some aluminum. I don't need any silver. So another thing to remember is that the cooking, well, any of the crafting stations, what do we have? Swamp tofu soup. Ooh, good. They don't pause the game anymore. So if I stop and cook right there, I'm at risk. I have to actually still be paying attention to my background sounds. So your plans are going to be under items and notes. Like I said, several of these I already have. Some it won't let me learn, even though I have them. Don't have them elsewhere. Swamp tofu soup, good. Yeah, so let's see. 1, 3, 4. Yeah, so most of the Savage Divide treasure maps, I'm getting there. But I am going to try and cook this more at. Which I can't do in my power armor. And I don't want to get out of my power armor because there are mole miners around, and those guys are nasty. Plus, I'm cooking up mole rats, so I don't know. Maybe they'll take that personally. Silk beans are one of the ones that you cannot plant, so there's not much reason to avoid cooking them up like there is a lot of the other food. Although the last time that I actually planted a farm to harvest the materials needed to make vegetable starch for adhesive, when I moved my camp, all of my plants were gone and never came back. Let's check my food and drink. Gotta eat a food. Glowing meat steak, what do you do? Nothing special. Little rad roach. So I get +1 endurance for a while. Ooh, carry weight. That would let me get out of my armor. Let's do it. Of course, I'm actually not going to do that anyway because I keep forgetting. Bloody mole miner guys. They have an awesome looking melee weapon though. Is that a fusion generator? No, darn it. It's where you get your fusion cells. And of course, because I'm in power armor, whee!
Greeting. Detection error. System.
Alright, so I actually have to go into the mine.
Offline. Authorization denied until dental
Only checking for ammo out here,
is
or clothing,
complete.
or recipes, because I don't want to pick up any junk on my way into the mine. If there's a workbench here, I'll take that short assault rifle so I can scrap it and hopefully learn a recipe. But only if I see a workbench. Hello. Huh, another power armor chassis. I don't need it. I'll leave it for someone else. Alright, so there's a weapons workbench. Oh. Anti-mole. Oh, good. Maybe I don't have to worry about mole miners for a bit. In fact, I'll stop sneaking about. It seems really weird to just leave power armor there. Alright, so I go in here and I can't even use it. It's level 40 anyway. So I'm going to scrap it. And hopefully in the top left you'll see a thing come up. Crafting gun unlocked, stabilized stock. So that's where most of your recipes come from. Or all of your recipes, as the case may be. So definitely take the time to pick up armor and weapons and scrap. Again, the hard hat and the mining helmet are going to weigh nothing in my inventory. I think it's a tenth of a pound. But I'll sell them to robot vendors. A spring, yay! And there's a workbench here, so I can break that down right now. Make it lighter again. Mining helmet. Going to check the map. Somebody came through here recently. Lots of springs. Springs! Or screws. Not springs. I have plenty of springs. I need screws. Scrap. Scrap all junk. What did I pick up? Marksman's heart. Sniper. Wait, level 10. Oh my god, that's better. Why? 20. Oh, it's a new different thing. I don't think I'm going to get any new recipes for the hunting rifles. Super mutants drop them. There we go. Shadowed robot armor arms. But I don't have the robot arms plans, so I may not be able to read that. Normally I can plan. Yes, I can. Ah, Shadow to Metal is what it unlocks. Okay. I know I need aluminum right now, even if I don't have a flag. Screw. Hard hat. Looks like an ammo box. Ah, darn it. Yeah, somebody's definitely been through here. Right. So, bench right here. I don't have to go to the other one. Alright, into the mine. Condition on my weapons before I go in. We're good. Condition on my armor. We're good. Oops. Press the wrong button. Managed to run all the way over here just to get out of my armor.
Greeting.
Another fun fact
Detection error. System is currently offline.
is that
Authorization denied.
Fallout 76 doesn't pause, of course. There is no pause function because it's an MMO. Which means if you find yourself, say, playing the game for about an hour and you need to use the restroom, you better find a safe spot to duck away from the game. Right, don't look at junk, Justin. Look for recipes, don't look for junk. And yeah, it's always worth, let me screw in that, checking desks for, not sure why it says I need cigarettes. Every bookshelf and everything for plans. Okay, that holotape's not going to play. That's fine. Alright. Let's see what I have to do for my quest. Alright, well, I already know where I'm going. I'm not going to bother with the rest of the computer stuff. Check my weights. Okay, I can carry plenty of junk stuff. Broken dog. Not sure we need to ask what a doll was doing in the mine, but that's alright, you know. Find comfort where you can. Chatty Cathy makes you feel like this isn't a bad idea. Well, good. Oh, that's cool. Decontamination chamber. Running into the bathrooms, I like that. Now, see, these new settings are really cool. So it is in here somewhere. All right. Down there. A lot of the locations I've seen so far really do feel like a repetition of Fallout 4 locations. In some cases, kind of obnoxiously so. One of the buildings I was walking through the other day, I realized I knew where I would have to go. After only a few minutes of building, I was like, oh, wait. I know what's going on here. Whoa! Hello, glitch. Anyone else see that? I'm far away. I'm in your face. What's up here? Screws! Yay! I feel like it's not reasonable to get this excited about finding screws in a game. I do not need more bone. Hello. Yeah, so here's the mole miner gauntlet. I'll pick one up, but I'm not gonna keep it. They're heavy. But, yeah, that's pretty great. Yeah, it weighs 15 pounds. So, no thanks. And so far, breaking them down does not provide me with diddly or squat. They hit really hard. Come on. Come into my den so the spiders will fly. What's up here? Well, that sure looks interesting, doesn't it? Alright, so this is one of those spots I was telling you about in the beginning of the game, where I can come in and swap out skills. So I'm going to take out Concentrated Fire and put in both of my lockpicks. I think it's only a level 1 lock, but because now I have a 2, it'll make it easier to pick by increasing the sweet spot. You can see how much easier it's made it. But then I need to remember to switch my perks back. Right away! And I also need to close the door. Locked me in the corner. Alright, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Some ammo. And some useless junk, not even a recipe. Or a plan. That's it? Alright, well, I have not noticed a shortage of ammunition, but okay. good times. All right. Stimping. I like it. Oh, crap. I have a disease. Lead-lined boxing glove. I like the sound of that. Alright, if you get a disease, you need to go to your aid. There's a disease cure. Oh, it's my last one. Glowing pustules. Yeah. Go. It's back the way I came. Suit filter, that's it. I am substantially less worried about them right now. But missiles? Missile launcher? Well, I'm glad it didn't shoot a missile at me. The game does still have that problem where the enemies don't seem to care if they're committing suicide by launching missiles at you. Looking for a workbench so I can break down stuff I picked up. Alright, this is back where I was a second ago, but I thought there was more over there. Oh no, just the broken platforms. Alright, back to my left wall trick. What have I missed? What have I missed? That's where I started. Actually, that's a good idea. Got it here. Looks like I've seen everything. Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Excuse me. Yeah, no Workbench Wednesday this week. Doing a special Fallout 76 broadcast. Inviting folks to join me if they can. This week and next week. In part because Emily is out of town. And I think we can all agree that the video broadcasts suffer greatly when I'm doing them by myself. So she's out of town for the next 2 Wednesdays. But we also wanted to try the platform because I get a lot of invitations to do this from folks in the community. And we'd like to set up community days like this where I can say, all right, I'm going to video game for 2 hours, particularly for Fallout, to try and welcome new players, get them equipped, give them some tips on the game. And of course, I'm a huge geeky Fallout fan, so love to share my impressions of the game, good and bad. I am still enjoying it, clearly, but also incredibly critical. Of course, I will be back with regular Workbench Wednesdays in December. So if there's a topic you want to see, please let me know. And I'll do my best to cover it for you. Uh-oh. Of course there's a... Oh, my grenades did not fit. Like they should have. You know what? I'm not going to waste any more ammo. Let's do this. More missile launchers! Yay!
Detection error. System is currently offline. Authorization denied until ventilation process is complete. Please return.
Oh my gosh, more missile launchers. Yeah, I'm really glad they didn't let loose with those.
Hey, you're back. I guess you found it, huh? I'm just gonna expect it.
So weird to leave that there, but I don't need
They
it.
had a camp out near the Devil's Backbone.
Oh, is that
so
bad? Oh,
they
it's a
could
good
keep
camp.
an eye out along the road
There.
from the southeast. We never did find out what happened to them. We were spread pretty thin by the time they disappeared. Someone or something probably got to them. Maybe they left a note behind or some other clue. They were real outdoorsy types, like camping and hunting, so be careful searching the camp for their piece of the key. If it wasn't obvious, they were really into traps.
All right. The good news is I have one of my favorite perk cards already equipped, which is a perk that existed in the other games as well, which is the light feet or light on your feet or something where you don't set off mines or traps when you're sneaking. Nothing. Yay! Ooh, a scope. Oh, that's not bad. So yeah, it's not every time that you scrap something you'll actually get a new recipe for it either. Oh, I was carrying one of these around. Quick magazine. Yeah, seeing lots of new upgrades unlocked. The lead-lined boxing glove, I love it. Scrap all my junk. What are the mining hats? Oh, they are 1/10 of a pound. Trying to figure out where all the weight's coming from. But anyway, I can fast travel again. Get some more plastic while I'm here. Do not need any more metal. Oh, it's so weird to leave power armor there, but I'm already in power armor. Alright, suit for notes at the Trapper's Camp. Where am I going? Way over there. Alright, so I'm going to set a special waypoint here. And, try to find a safe spot because I could use a quick restroom break. But yeah, again, no pause means takes your chances. Feeling like my safest spot was actually inside of the mine.
Offline. Authorization denied.
So I'm gonna duck back into the mine and then take a short break. For folks tuning in now, nice to have you. See the number climbing on us again. And yeah, if you're someone that would like to, if you're a new player that would like to join me near Vault 76 and get some free gear and whatnot, happy to help. Oh, hey, I missed a safe last time. Let's take care of that before I go. All right, so changing my perks again. Yeah, I definitely agree that there's a lot that Bethesda needs to improve here. Yeah, like I said, even as a longtime fan of the franchise and a huge fan of this game, I'm already enjoying Fallout 76. I intend to keep enjoying it, and I expect it to get a lot better. But it really does remind me at this point of No Man's Sky. A lot of potential, a lot of promises, and a real failure to deliver. But I'll talk more about that after I go to the restroom, because I'm going to start ranting about the game, and I'll be right back. And I'm back. All right. Sorry about that. I also decided to get myself a cider. Controller's still on. All right. Whee! Razor grain. So yeah, in terms of upping their game, I realize it's a same generation console as Fallout 4, but I'm especially disappointed that these loading screens look nothing like the in-game renders that I get. Again, I think the most obvious of those is Anchor Farm. Yeah. Graphically, everything is flat. I run into a lot of rendering errors. One of my favorites was in my base. I had actually built a camp, and the rendering errors made it so that all over my base I was walking in nothing. My base would just totally disappear. Oh, don't tell me I have to do this again. Not another ambush. Good. Alright. That away. The recycling of elements is actually one of the things that bothers me most, though. Wait, which way? So I probably shouldn't come down the mountain. I guess I should. Alright. So I was going to I need to stay on top of the mountain. Don't come down. Oh, I'm over encumbered. Bollocks. By 5 pounds. Alright. Gosh darn it. How did I do that? Gotta be junk. I'm gonna hit the workbench over here one more time. Endlessly overburdened. Or over encumbered. I see. I picked up the sturdy metal. So one of the things to remember is when you're wearing your power armor, your other armor does not show as equipped. So if you want to make sure you're not scrapping something incorrectly, you're going to want to get out of your power armor. And then check. Because now my apparel is marked as worn. Otherwise it's easy to scrap things that are actually useful. That's right, I picked that up because I was hoping for a recipe. $212. Ah, so close. I guess I can get rid of all these, but even that's just like a pound. But not the bowler hat. Never the bowler hat. Ooh, now my fire breather helping another. Oh, I hate it when it does that. It bounces it around. Ah, still 212. Didn't even make a difference. Grumbly, 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 grumbly. Ah, there are mole men out there. Yeah, so see how my power armor is about to get recalled? That way people don't just come over and get in their stuff. Oh, I actually misread your comment. That wasn't just that Bethesda needs to up their game. They need to up their Rust game. Yeah. Obviously, I'll agree with that. Come at me, mole man. I'm thinking there's a road going up around the corner here. Yeah, the weathering's not all bad, but one of my disappointments is how similar it is to Fallout 4. Given that so much of it is just recycled content, or at least appears to be. Because again, we're talking 25 years afterwards instead of, 200 plus. The best part about the bats is simply getting help targeting these things. You'll also find occasions where you have something directly in your sights, and you still can't hit it. Yay, 20 more atoms. Is that more rats on fire? I'm gonna be eating mole rat for days. Oh no, I'm over encumbered. God, I have to get rid of the food. Oh my God. Can't even pick up meat. But yeah, I would have loved to have seen the world of Fallout 76. Alright. Branch that way. As a nuclear winter. I think it would have been an interesting and unique setting for them. They could have reused elements with nominal changes at most. And of course, yeah, I'm another one of the people grumpy about the timeline issues. Should not be super mutants in this game. Nope, nope, nope. One of the other ones that actually disappoints me is I keep coming across some of the unique weapons from the other games. I encountered a broadsider recently, the naval cannon that you carry around. And yeah, it actually disappointed me just because, it was so unique to that expansion. It was part of that DLC. And, just the idea that it's common in West Virginia too. Give me some new stuff. More of those Chinese robots. Liberator and such. I have not yet discovered. Go down here so I can check it off my map. You. Close enough. Stick to my quest and avoid random conflict for now. Gee, I think instead of super mutants, a variety of regular mutants would have been great. Those would have meant new. Oh, God. Scorch Beast. You hear the flapping wings now, and you hide. But yeah, just having ghouls and super mutants, yeah. Really means there's nothing unique about the setting, and that's kind of a first for them. Oh, good, the Scorch Beast is going the same way I am. Huzzah! So I am still technically hidden. Still says caution. I'm not getting any of my sneak bonuses, and they are shooting me. So that's a bit annoying. And that guy just healed. See that one? But hey, yep, there it goes again. So they can't see me, but they sure are doing a good job shooting me. Yep, there it is. Scorch Beast. Good, killed him, yes! Scorch Beast fight. I'll just let them be. How close am I? Not very, alright. Yeah, I've gotten absolutely pawned by a couple of Scorch Beasts very early in the game. I don't think I was level 10 the first time a Scorch Beast got me. Minding my own business. Walking down the street. Then I was dead. Firefly. Whatever. Whee! Look like a fly. Oh good, fireflies everywhere. It's another bug I've seen a lot, is I will target something, move away from it, and the game still says that it's in my targets. That looks a lot like a fence. I think I'm here. So now I sneak, and now I don't set off any traps. I'm going to make sure I have that perk equipped before I say that out loud. My luck. Light-footed, there it is. Yeah, so sneaking will never trigger mines or floor-based traps. So if these guys love their traps, good for them. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See that in action. Nice. Don't Don't pick up the food, Justin. Do pick up the grenades. Got the leather. So, oh, darn, I was hoping this recipe. Resting in a bed will give you the well-rested bonus, of course. It'll also heal you very slowly. But it will heal you. Remember, though, to ensure that you're sleeping above the ground, so find a bed and not a sleeping bag, because sleeping on the bare ground gives you a chance to contract a disease. Oop, I still have my lockpicking equipped. Fix that. Okay, concentrated fire back up there. Sweet, I actually have a lever action rifle that I like. Alright, so whatever I'm looking for is over there somewhere. It's a note! Those mean bastards attacked us. Lord, we don't even need help from you guys at first. Thanks for nothing. Alright. So now I have to go somewhere else for the key fragment, because of course I do. Ah, and I have to go to that place I wanted to find anyway, because I've never been there. Alright, well, how grand. Oh, I stopped sneaking, silly me. Shh. Doy. Hey, these guys have traps everywhere. Why don't I just wander right through them? Alright, should be clear now. Does the road go where I'm going? Kinda does. It'll do for now. Devil's Backbone. Well, that sounds ominous. I like that we do get to see some cars that aren't as weathered. Again, that was one of my complaints, is that, you know, the vehicles look exactly as they do in Fallout 4. And you would expect those to be more weathered. Something out there. Don't care, I'm running. Woo! Oh, wolves. You want to do this? Looks like they do. Wackety smackety. Smackety wackety. You know what you mean. I am not delicious. Well, I'll pick up a couple. Forget what the bonus is from wolf steaks. Caution, hazardous materials. Awesome. Sounds great. There's where I'm going. Oh my gosh! Hey, we haven't actually seen you yet, but this holy cats! Tough buggers. Let me see through my scope. Oh. Drives me nuts. I keep having to re-equip grenades. Oh, you're down here. All right.
Go ahead and hide, little leader.
Have a shot at the base. All right. Pick up the plasma grenades. Check my weight cautiously each time. Bother. It's my Fitbit reminding me to get some steps. Sorry, I can't do that. I am busy with work. I need to make one of those. I think we need a nice tire pile. Excuse me. Danger! Yay! I'm in danger again. Level 42 master. How do I roll? Hi everyone. I'm level 30. Don't shoot me. Oh my god! Put my grenade in again. Oh my god, I have to equip grenades again. I only had one. Okay, that's why. See? Despite the fact he was in my scope, clearly. Take that, level 42 Super Mutant Master. Whoop whoop! And that guy was not the local boss, so I should still have a local boss around here, one of the guys in the crown. And yeah, every time I need to make one of those. Just need to remind myself. Go and make a tire wall. Right. Find some grenades to equip. What do I have? Plasma grenades. Ah. Hesitated. Come out wherever you are. I have a nice banana for you. And of course I don't have grenades equipped. Yay! Hey Bethesda, if you're watching, fix that. It's bullcrap. Seriously, none of that. And I don't have grenades equipped. Yay! Oh my god. Ah! So yeah, I have some complaints about the game. I consider them fairly reasonable. Little things like every time I reload 2 shots in that gun, I have to wait for all 5 in the animation. Or the fact that I keep having my grenades unequipped. It makes having conflict in the game very frustrating. Guy up there I need to take care of. Who wants to be up there anymore? He's on his way down here. Do I have any grenades left? Yay, I do. I'll ask it to equip a grenade for me. So I'll go back to frags. Until I want to throw one. Super mutants are also a good source of caps.
Commotion over in Huntersville. Gotta be you, huh? Yeah. I kind of figured that.
That sounded a suicide. It was. Oh my god, it was a suicider.
Then again, maybe it wasn't such a bright move sticking around when they found out the town was run amok with those big dumb galoots. Why don't you go figure out what happened to the diehards next? Probably just plain starved after Margie vanished. Bunch of useless old softies. Margie had her own room at the Sunny Top ski lanes. It's her last known location. See if she left anything behind.
I've also had some enemies recently where no matter how many times I hit them, they didn't take damage. Okay, I'm facing the direction of my quest. I realize you can have multiple quests selected at a time. But I do wish there were a way to, you know, just cycle through them. Because... oh, over there. Alright. Wow. Alright, thanks for making this a really expensive trip. Wow. I'm not going to want to walk that. No. Grumbly, grumbly, grumbly. Hopefully they'll follow Oblivion Online or something and give us mounts. I'll tame a Deathclaw and put a harness on it. I don't know. But yeah, it would be really nice to have an opportunity to travel more quickly than we do. I just took damage sitting here. That's delightful. What's up, robot vendor? Ooh, I can stash all my junk. Robot junk! 10 pounds of junk I was carrying. What you got? A radium rifle. Right, I am here to look at your notes. Nothing I care about. Alright, do I have anything I want to sell? I do! I have a miner hat. Take 2 coins for it. Only 2 coins for my bowler hat or ripoff. Alright, but at this point, I am going to get out of my armor. See if I can get my carry weight down. Ha, of course not. Especially after I collect that. I'd have to drop 20 pounds of crap. I don't even know what it could be. It must be the A. You weigh 1.4 pounds. Alright. It's 2 pounds. Bobblehead away. That's a pound. Yeah, the fact that I have to spend so much time nickel and diming my weight is really annoying. Although I can put my power armor in there, so I'm going to do that. That's 10 pounds. Lower that. Alright. This is sorted by weight. How my ball head? How my stealth boy? Ah, 8 more pounds. And you can watch it bounce around again. So like I said, I'm still enjoying the game, but I think that the comparisons to No Man's Sky are incredibly accurate. And I can't believe I still have to get rid of 7 pounds, and I don't have room in my box. I have room in my box for 2. Oh. Anything here wanna drop the beer? I don't care. Anything wanna give me carry weight? Come on. Alright, put some of my rat away. Put away 2 pounds of rat away. I mean, that's how ridiculous this is, that I'm going to sit here and worry about 2 pounds. Oh, 2 pounds and a quarter apiece means I can store 8 of them. You're going to say no. And that's it. My stash is full, and I'm at 184 pounds.
Now in stock. Goods acquired through questionable means.
See about selling some of those.
It's dangerous to go alone. It's dangerous to go in groups. It's
181.
just dangerous out there. So stock up here.
So close. Don't want the chems, so I can sell those anyway.
Get your raiding supplies here or don't. I don't care. Reminder.
All right,
Any
got some caps out of this, and I'm down to 177. But that's it, is I've just spent, what, 10 minutes with an audience sitting here trying to get the weight of this down. Alright, hopefully there's also a cooking bench here, because that will reduce the weight of the food. Here, an armor bench. But yay! I don't have to wear my power armor all the time. Right, I already checked there. Let's check out here. We have more of the vending machines. It's a nice little setup they have here. Hello? Did you people not eat? Why are you not eating? Bollocks. Yeah, I see another instance where enemy is and is not there. Alright, well, I will cook later. I was on my way to that way. And hey, look at that. We've broken the 2-hour mark. I'm going to finish this quest before I give it up for the day and have my lunch. But since we're at the end of the time, this is the perfect opportunity for me to remember to say, please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. We are doing the Community Gaming Days as a test run. Would really love your feedback on the idea, particularly if we can schedule some of these where I actually get members of our community that are new to Fallout 76 come and join me at the near the vault and give you some free armor and tips on how to play and whatnot. Otherwise, I'll keep playing and sharing my impressions and see how it all plays out, no pun intended. All my dogs having a dream. Alright, I need... Did I remember bring grenades? Yeah, I've got a couple of frag grenades. That'll do. two of them. Yeah, here's the graphic quality. A great example right there blown in front of my face. And why I get grumpy about going to any of the locations from the loading screens. Not a headshot. That was. Yeah, so this is pretty good. And then you get this. Completely flat. Why not? I hope it's a good dream, little puppy. Yeah, now you're gonna return fire even though you can't. Don't pick up the loot. Don't pick up the loot. See if we can sneak around. Little plasma grenades. Actually, I'll take the mine too. I'm over encumbered. My God. Leave the mine. Drop the grenade. Oh. So ridiculous. I swear inventory management is its own minigame. Chained to life. Yeah, the super mutants definitely make me sad. They're having a fight inside without me, alright. Watch out for the traps. Just gonna leave him to it. he healed himself. Grenade was equipped. Whoa! I missed a grenade notice. Whoa! Did somebody shoot rockets at me? Have to go. Why don't you guys go back to the fight you were having? Oh crap! I'm in trouble. Hand to hand with this guy, huh? That's not. Ah! Where's my door? Oh, I didn't think to bring the combat shotgun. Woo! Level up! I got a pack of perk cards. Alright, where's the mini boss? Caps. I'm gonna be over encumbered. Whatever. Hey, when does he have a ski sword?
Mindless human.
Alright. Oh. Well done, Justin. Well, that startled me. That's a surprise. Step back! Play Maggie's holotape. Well, I'm trying to.
This is Margie McClintock of the Diehards. What a joke. We deluded ourselves, thinking our victims would fear a name like that. But now, everyone out there is as desperate as we are. Every confrontation could mean life or death. People take their chances. They fight back. So, we have to kill. We have to murder innocent people. Well, not me. I don't care what this world has come to. It's not taking me down with it. whole idea of the Raiders is sick. It's inhuman. I'm destroying that stupid key fragment. Those bastards don't deserve their treasures. Unless they return to their senses and quit this whole murderous power game they're playing. If that ever happens, Vincent knows what to do. Maybe he'll be more successful than I was. As for me, I'm leaving.
Right.
I'll find some cans, and I'll go out that way. Peaceful, without pain. I'm done. See you soon, Harlan, my love.
Wow, that was nice.
Been too long.
Remember to change my perks back this time. All right. Let's see what we can get out of the terminal here. Like an old game of Mastermind. Well, that makes this easy. I like getting a 0 at first. That way I can just start writing things off. DA, nope. 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 Yep. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, well, I can unlock the safe, but I already did. All right. Read Vincent's terminal, which is here somewhere, no doubt. That looks like a key. Room 6 key. Hmm. I have to check out room 6. Yeah, it's not me running into the can chimes. Like I shouldn't be able to. I hear the mutant. What the heck? Oh, something's out there messing with the mutant. Go, go, go! Alright, not my problem. Let's close that door for you, too. I need to remember to stop picking up right away. Alright, so it's down. Not gonna pick up the adhesive either. Oop, oop, ski outfit. It's worth good money at the vendor. Alright, well, if I have to get down there, the stairs were over here. Whee. Hey! Ooh, Raider power armor. Ah, yes, 95% chance. Still missed. How fun. Oh, and it's completely healed. And despite the fact I got the hit sound, I did no damage. And it's healed. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and get in this power armor because it has a fusion. And I don't have any raider pieces, so that sounds like fun. Oh yeah. Where'd you go, Invincible Rat? Yep. No damage. I can't hurt it. Oh, it can hurt me though. Of course it can. Nope, I can't damage that. Wait. It is and it isn't damaged? Oh my god. So like I said, a bit buggy. On occasion. Or entirely, because now the rat is totally healed again. Skiing outfit. Don't take the medicines. Oh, there's the terminal. Ah, it's gonna pull me right around there. Check all of these to see if I get any other quest information out of them, but I'm not going to take the time to read them all today. I usually do. Now I have to go get the admin password. Composite skis will give you wood and plastic. Oh, that's right, I need to get away from this stupid invincible rat. And I wanted to visit room 6. Let's go visit room 6 first. So I got a key to room 6. Oh no! Oh, that's right. I was going to say my power armor got damaged, but it started that way. Room 6. And it's not working anytime I pick up a holotape and ask it to play.
Meg here.
I have to do it through that interface.
I've got to say something before it's too late. I think old Margie is off her rocker, man.
Snappy receiver.
You know, we are all trying our best here, but this whole idea of being a raider without killing is way harder than it sounds. I mean, yeah, I get it, but damn, girl, this is life and death out there. Some of these people are just trying to make it like anyone else after the bombs.
I didn't set off the
I
trap.
want to kill them if they don't give up their stuff. But, you know, we gotta eat. And so
Yeah, that's cute.
waving a gun around used to scare them, but now they got nothing to lose, so they wave one right back. I keep telling Margie we are losing people out there because we're told not to fire first, and it ain't getting any easier.
Hey, at least I was able to kill that one.
A lot of us, we've been firing first anyway, so to save our skins. Margie be pissed, but she ain't out there like the rest of us.
And a
So,
stealth boy.
that's
Skiing
what
off
up.
a hat.
Only reason we don't up and meet me her ass is because she's got that piece of the key for the cash and a few loyalists to protect her. And honestly, it still beats hanging with any of the other gangs. That deal we've got with the Palace is pretty sweet. All told, we got it pretty good. Oh well, Guess all we can do is keep on keeping on. You dig?
Ooh, combat armor. Tattered rags. Alright. Change my perks. Alright, there's room 6, and I am still going over there somewhere for the admin password. Oh my gosh. I'll admit, I assumed it was back in here. You're not going to give me anything more specific on the map, huh? Picked up another piece of armor for the Raider. Power left arm, level 35. It's too high a level for me. Of course it is. Hot dogs? Are you kidding me? It's the first time I've seen hot dogs in the game. Alright, anyway. That means my password isn't here. Ah, I see. It's Palace of the Winding Path. Okay. Well, that means I'm done here, so I'm going to head over to the train station and call it a day. Like I said, if you've enjoyed this and you'd like to see more of this and have me get more involved with helping new players out at the beginning and such, please let me know. Leave comments. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss anything. Next week I'll be doing another one of these, and then back to Workbench Wednesday as regularly scheduled. Probably spend that time working on snow and winter basing techniques because, well, it seems appropriate this time of year, doesn't it? So you can't craft when you're in power armor, but you can scrap. Scrap all junk. Scrap a missile launcher. Hope for a thing. Nope. Yay! Stabilizer. My revolver. Nuclear winter basing. I could give that a go. Actually, I have an example of that. I made my original Blood Angels army as a Battle for Baal, so or not Baal, the Battle of Armageddon. So they were all in nuclear ash. Right, get out of my power armor so that I remember what I'm actually wearing. I don't delete useful armor. Go ahead and actually sell that, not scrap it. Sell those, sell that. Snappy receiver. Look at that.
Stick up. Just kidding. Want to buy or sell?
I'm only gonna get 6 for that. Ah, whatever. I get more for the skiing outfits.
marathon up here before your next.
Yeah, and they only have 10 left, or 11 left. Alright, let's see, a dumpster? Woohoo! Who doesn't want to build a dumpster for 805 cabs?
Previously owned loot for sale. Mostly blood-free.
Oh, and my stash is already full, so I can't even put my junk into it. Yay! Grumbly, 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 grumbly. Alright. What's a great spot to quit? Thanks again for watching, folks. This is Mr. Justin with Secret Weapon Miniatures, and I'll catch you next time.